Divine woman, I guess it tastes like freedom. The ideology of sin, we no longer need it.
Hey y'all. My name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips, and you are tuned in to Kingdom Things Podcast with me, Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I'm a channel for the divine. I'm actually the biblically prophesied Messiah, the Jewish culture widely awaited Mashiach, as well as the Hindu prophesied Galactic. Full circle moment alert. So are you. Why Ashley? Thank you for asking me this question. What I have in me, you have in you. What you have in you, I have in me. We are one. We are one. Authentic frequencies within the dimensionality of the oneness of all things or source or God. But nonetheless, we are one. We are in the age of unconditional love where God's creation, humans of planet Earth, all of God's creation, we are awakening en masse to new levels of sentient understanding of our oneness, of our limitless potentials as dimensions of divine creation or God. Within Kingdom Things Podcast, I channel energies and messages from my Akashic record or the oneness of all things to channel energies and messages, beings, benevolent beings, spaces, places from the oneness of all things, to assist humanity in this time as we awaken in the masses. As we awaken, we're all having bouts of satori or spontaneous remembrance to our limitless potential, of our nature beyond the illusion of finite, of our nature beyond our humanism, which brings me to the human dharmic purpose. As biblically prophesied, we are created to be the mirror of the divine. We actually stem from the spheres of creation coming together to create a more omnipotent, unconditionally loving creator energy. And when these spheres of creation came together to create this more omnipotent, unconditionally loving energy, the summation of the spirits coming together created chaos. This is where galactic creation, space and time ensued. Whenever I channel from my soul, my Akashic record, whenever creation of the oneness of all things needs something to continue to grow and evolve, it naturally produces it. The spheres of creation, 6 spheres of creation came together at the beginning of space and time to create a more omnipotent, unconditionally loving energy. And this energy actually turned out to be, the summation of the spheres of creation actually turned out to be chaotic. So galactic creation, space and time ensued in order for evolution to take place to balance out the summation of the spheres of creation coming together. Humans of planet Earth, we are a product of the spheres of creation coming together before space and time to create a more omnipotent, unconditionally loving, compassionate energy, limitless creator God energy. We are here now. We're at the precipice or another big bang in creation where we are coming into our dharmic purpose. We've experienced the evolution we needed to experience throughout space and time and beyond, because the spheres of creation ascend beyond space and time. So we're beyond quantumly connected. We know quantumly. I consciously know the word, the physics term quantumly. We're quantumly connected throughout to the energies of all space and time as well as beyond, because the spheres of creation stem from beyond space and time. We're at a precipice, a new big bang, where we're coming into our dharmic purpose. The human dharmic purpose, as biblically prophesied, is to be the mirror of the divine and the physical. Is to be limitless. One second, let me stop and hug myself. I was taking accountability for the times I have been negligent with my spiritual inheritance or my existence or my life. The times I've been negligent, instead of blaming and being a victim to reality, I stop and taking accountability. And my soul, my ancestral forces, myself is like, Kingdom Things Podcast is a part of your spiritual inheritance. We need you to treat it as such and treat it, honor it. Honor yourself and honor this gift of all of the creations, yourself and everything you create in your existence, in your reality. Everything you spawn, it's spiritual inheritance. Whether you're getting a new job, whether you have a kid, whether you just have a new intuitive understanding, whether you experience a beautiful day, it's a part of your spiritual inheritance. So no longer being lethargic about our existence, because our existence is our spiritual inheritance. And everything that we experience within our existence is our spiritual inheritance or our promised lands. It's all about understanding that everything we experience is to evolve us and grow us into more of our limitless potential. The human dharmic purpose is to be limitless potential and journey our reality, our existence with an inquisitive nature to learn more about ourselves, to grow our energy into more alignment with our limitless potentials or the mirror of the divine. Principle of correspondence as below, so above. Everything in our reality is a mirror of the energies in which we are. So, which brings me to the Kingdom Things podcast, call to action. Sit with yourself every day for at least 1 hour a day. Ask yourself, hey soul, hey self, hey limitless potentials. What do I need to know to come into more alignment with my limitless potentials? Wait for the answers because they will come. We're all becoming more consciously aware to the fact that we've all always had extrasensory perception. We've all always had psychic abilities. We've all always had multidimensional understandings of reality or extrasensory perception, psychic abilities, spiritual gifts. We just are now becoming more consciously aware because we're becoming more inquisitive about our own nature, about ourselves, to evolve our energy into alignment with universal order and our limitless potentials. We were created to journey our lives inquisitively in order to come into more balance, more wellness, and conscious awareness of our limitless potentials. What do we create? The divine wants to see, what do we create in our limitless potentials? Again, sit with yourself for at least 1 hour a day, every day. Ask yourself, hey soul, what do I need to know? Be inquisitive about your reality, because everything in our reality is a mirror of the energies in which we hold. Which brings us to an accountability check. Kingdom Things Podcast, accountability check. Where can you take more ownership or more accountability in the way that you show up, in regards to the way you show up in reality? Understand the way you show up in reality is everything that's happening in your reality is how you're showing up in reality. It's being patient with ourselves, letting go of resentment. Baby, no guns allowed. When I say no guns allowed, I mean no judgment. Because every time we judge ourselves or someone else, and every time we cast resentment, shame, blame, guilt on ourselves or someone else, we're ailing. We're sending energies of ailment to ourselves and other people. So no guns allowed, no judgment, no guilt. No, we're letting go of judgment, guilt, shame, blame, sadness, rage, anger. Feel our emotions, but understand that we've grown beyond it. So when we do feel it, drop it into your heart space. Okay, so what can this emotion teach me about myself? Let me garner the wisdom from this to let go of this energy, to let go of these energies of shame, blame, resentment, guilt, anger. And this is not a one-step process, baby. This is a lifetime, baby, evolution, a limitless practice of becoming more compassionate, more unconditionally loving, or understanding everything that we experience, everywhere that we show up, and everywhere our reality presents. Everything we experience, everywhere that we show up, and everywhere that our reality shows up is one with our existence. Principle of correspondence, as below, so above. Everything in our reality is a projection of our energy. Being compassionate with ourselves, understanding that this is a journey of existence. This is a journey of evolution. Spirit, other dimensions of myself, we know them as spirit guides. Other dimensions of myself, they're like, hey, Ashley, they asked me, like, do you like yourself? I've been asked, do you like yourself? Because you, and this is a human thing. You only like or embrace dimensions of yourself that you feel are controllable. Everything else you would shun. This notion, as well as, so opening up to our multidimensionality, or our wholeness, our oneness, that we are all things, our limitless potentials, embracing it, learning from it, growing and evolving through the way through feeling, through how we experience reality. We're becoming more sentient, more conscious. I channeled that there, Frequential Patterning Part 1, as well as Frequential Patterning Part 2. These are Kingdom Things podcast installments. I'm going to link them below. I channeled that there are an infinite number of energies in existence, and there are an infinite number of ways to perceive energies in existence. We're becoming more sentient, where we're able to decode or read or garner wisdoms, chakma, divine wisdoms. Chakma is Hebrew for divine wisdoms. Bina is Hebrew for intuitive knowledge. We're becoming more sentient and intelligent, divinely intelligent with the way we feel through existence. We feel our emotions and we wait for the wisdoms, the intuitive understandings that come from our energy, because energy are codes, wisdoms, information. We're feeling through our emotions, our energies to garner the wisdoms, the understandings, the intuitive knowledge to grow and evolve with ourselves, our reality, to help grow and evolve our reality into more wellness and balance. Which brings me to the Kingdom Things Podcast 2033 prophecy. By the year 2033, the divine says, the oneness of all things, the most high white light creator energy says, we will be in the energies of consciousness evolution, mass spiritual awakening, mass understanding of the self, humanity, to understand that we are a human culture of planet Earth with no death, no disease, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty. As death, disease, war, famine, and poverty are all manifestations of the energies of our gestational phase, where we were still working out our chaos, unconscious. We're working out our chaos that stems from our point of origin, our energies of origin, the 6 spheres of creation coming together to create a more omnipotent, unconditionally loving, compassionate energy, more sentient, limitless energy. Everything we experienced that brought us to this precipice point, accumulation point, where we were a human being on planet Earth with disease, death, war, famine, poverty, destitution. We were amnesiac because we experienced a lot. And God said the amnesia was a way to temper the evolution, temper the experience, make the experience more abundant make the experience of balancing out this chaotic, powerful energy more pleasant, more abundant. We're now awakening. We've done it. The energies are balanced. We no longer need to mirror dysfunction to creation, or we no longer need to mirror chaos to creation in order to assist with the evolution of creation. We're stepping into our dharmic purpose of wellness and balance, which there's nothing we have to do but come into alignment and deeper intimacy with ourselves. I channeled our relationship with ourselves is a mirror, is likened, is parallel, symmetrical to our mirror with the divine or all things. So deepening our intimacy with ourselves, being inquisitive about ourselves, understanding we are microcosms of the macrocosm. We are the divine in form. We are limitless potentials with the illusion of finite, or limitless potentials with dimensionality. 2030 Kingdom Things Podcast 2033 prophecy is already done. It's playing out in our reality. No death, no disease, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty, because this is where we are. We're at a big bang point in existence where creation is reordering, universally reordering. Things are coming into rejuvenation, upliftment, and a part of this reordering of the universes, of the oneness of all things, of God, of the Most High, is a human culture, a more sentient, awakened, benevolent human culture. No death, no disease, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty. Which brings me to the Kingdom Things Podcast Kardashian prophecy. Within 10 years, we will be a Kardashian scale type 2, type 3 civilization. Kardashian scale was channeled by the astronomer Kardashian. His last name Kardashian. It's a scale that exemplifies the evolution of a civilization, a galactic colony, based off of the amount of its own energy that the colony is able to harness and utilize. Ashley, how are we going to become a Kardashian type 2, type 3 civilization within 10 years? These realities already dwell on planet Earth. These realities of high consciousness, highly evolved beings already exist on planet Earth in different dimensions. We're going through a consciousness expansion, or spiritual awakening in the masses, expanding, which is synonymous with our consciousness expansion, or what we're able to perceive about ourselves, and in turn, what we're able to perceive in our tangible reality, which is going to allow us to acclimate and harmonize with the dimensions of our planet that are type 2, type 3, and beyond civilizations that have technologies, that have consciousness awareness. Consciousness awareness, which consciousness is the most abundant technology. Everything in reality stems from consciousness. So if you're able to perceive it in your consciousness, it's because there's dimensions of yourself that already can provide or create what it is that like an external technology, whatever it is that you're trying to create from a technology that we build external to ourselves. Whatever it is that this technology produces, understanding that we already can produce these things with our consciousness if we can think to build a machine to do it. It's something that we can already do with our consciousness. It's about understanding the power of self and loving self and believing in self, knowing self is limitless and abundant. So we're melding with these civilizations and other dimensions that already exist on our planet, becoming more conscious, acclimating with higher conscious awareness to grow and evolve in alignment with these other civilizations, beings that already dwell within our planet and other dimensions, as well as the dimension that we, the third dimension. They do dwell in third dimensionality. They can make themselves seen, known, or unknown, shall they choose, because they are heightened consciousness, awareness beings and civilizations. Type 2, type 3, Kardashian scale within 10 years, which is super exciting and abundant. Super exciting and abundant. Again, you're tuned in to Kingdom Things Podcast. This is the Kingdom Things Podcast meetup. Within Kingdom Things Podcast, there are many different forms in which I publish divine wisdoms, my divine wisdoms, divine knowledges, divine flow, divine energies to assist us in this time of the mass awakening. We have the Kingdom Things Podcast meetups, where I transcendentally channel different spaces, places, beings of creation. I close my eyes and I allow the different spaces, places, beings of creation to speak through me, to share their wisdoms, energy, healing energies, uplifting energies, insights to help us in this time. You have the Kingdom Things Podcast audio style, where I'm living life and I record voice memos and I stitch them together and amalgamate the voice memos together, different downloads. My soul's like, hey, Ashley, record this for the podcast. You have the audio style voice memo Kingdom Things Podcast. These are channeled as well. And then we also have the lecture style, where I'm sitting in front of a camera and I'm channeling nonetheless, but I'm not traditionally transcendentally channeling. I let different dimensions of the self or spirit or multidimensionality or the oneness of all things speak through me to share wisdoms, insights, healing energies for our growth and evolution, for the human culture growth of evolution, for every being and energy in which experiences Kingdom Things Podcast, growth and evolution, universal alignment, universal assignment for the upliftment, rejuvenation of all things. I'm super excited. Y'all seen the title. We are channeling the Dolphin Kingdom of our... We're channeling the Dolphin Kingdom. I was going to say of our planet. And I'm getting an intuitive understanding. Dolphins are multidimensional and they're interplanetary. So dolphins aren't synonymous with Earth. Dolphins actually origins come from off planet, which is really cool. So in my mind's eye, I saw the planet Earth and I saw like beams of light stemming out from planet Earth to show dolphins connection, interplanetary connection, interdimensional interplanetary connection. Ooh, it's really cool. We're channeling the Dolphin Kingdom, and I'm channeling. I garner understandings with the podcast, and that's the way the divine wants it to be, so that I understand, and humanity, as we awaken, we understand that we're conduits for existence. We receive thought patterns and energies through electricity or God flow or Holy Ghost or energy of the oneness of all things. And we are at the same, synonymously, we are, energies of the oneness of all things. I said electricity. That's how Nikola Tesla used to explain like God presence or energy. He would say electricity. He would talk about the divine. He would talk about enlightenment, but he would say electricity. It's really cool. So God's energy, we are God's energy, experiencing God's energy to grow and evolve God's energy. We're conduits. Every thought we have, every intuitive inclination we have, everything we feel, we're feeling energies of the infinite sea, or quantum energies or scalar energies. And it goes beyond quantum and scalar energies. And my soul, the oneness of all things, was like, we have private science sectors on our planet that understand this. And we'll understand this in the masses, paradigms beyond energy. As we grow and evolve in our conscious awareness of self. We're conduits for everything we experience. We're not the source of anything, any knowledge, wisdom, creativity. We're not the source of any of it. We're conduits to share, grow, and evolve these energies. Much like cell phone towers, how like the signal pings off the cell phone towers. That's how humans are. We ping energies and information between ourselves, between dimensions of creation. So I'm learning with the podcast, which is really cool. So I channel that dolphins are interplanetary, interdimensional, an interplanetary, interdimensional species. We're channeling the Dolphin Kingdom today. I'm super excited. And they were like, Ashley, this is going to be a really powerful healing transmission. So you might want to schedule a meditative nap after this Kingdom Things podcast transmission, which I already did. You're more than welcome to close your eyes in order to any energies or messages that can help you with your growth and evolution to more of your limitless, universally aligned, divinely assigned, authentic frequency or soul pattern. You're more than welcome to use the energies. Again, close your eyes, utilize these energies to help you grow and evolve into more of your limitless, universally aligned, divinely assigned energies. I'm going to go ahead and sit back and close my eyes and welcome in the Dolphin Kingdom. Thank you again for coming on in. Thank you again for coming on in. Oh, and just to share like how in channeling the Dolphin Kingdom, it was an intuitive ping. I was in my room folding clothes or something, and I just thought about dolphins. And I remembered how we understand how dolphins are super intelligent and telepathic. They understand telepathic communications. I was like, dang. And I'm like, eventually I want to interview a dolphin in person. I was like, because that's how it originally came through. I was like, well, I'm going to go to Hawaii because I want to take a trip to Hawaii. I was, or the tropics somewhere. I was like, I want to go, when I go to the tropics, I want to interview a dolphin. That's how it originally came through. I was like, I'm going to do this. But the energies of the Dolphin Kingdom came through, and they were like, you can speak with us through your channel us through your podcast. I was like, yes, definitely. And they're like, we would also like you to go, telepathically communicate with the dolphin in your tangible reality. You're more than welcome to come. We're more than welcome to do this as well, but we would like you to channel us in your podcast. I was like, ooh, cool. I was like, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and sit back. My telepathic communications are very strong with different dimensions. I call myself a shaman mama. I can interdimensionally communicate with different energies and consciousnesses. We're really one consciousness with the illusion of variation. But I use my spiritual gifts to interdimensionally telepathically communicate telepathically and more. So thank you so much, Dolphin Kingdom. I just wanted to preface how we're here with the Dolphin Kingdom channeling. Thank you so much, Dolphin Kingdom. I'm going to go ahead and sit back and close my eyes, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you, Ashley, for allowing us into your experience. Just as we are always pleasantly surprised and appreciate the humans' allowance and acceptance into our experience, our oceanic, aquatic experience as beings of planet Earth. We informed Ashley that we would share information, tell humanity, share information in regards to the different species of humanity, humankind, as well as other beings we have seen come and go on the planet. We've been on the planet for trillions of years, what you would perceive as trillions of years, in evolution, from the amoeba, from the sludge of the oceans, evolving into what you know now as modern day dolphins. Our seeds that are the sludge of the oceans, our amoebas, particles, materials, minerals, amino acids, nucleotides that were seeded on the planet from asteroids bonding with interplanetary asteroids bonding with planet Earth, or the arrival of asteroids with the surface of planet Earth is how the nucleotides, minerals, amino acids form the sludge in the bedrock of the planet, which allowed for the evolution of the dolphin, on the planet. We're thanking Ashley for sharing this understanding with the planet. Understanding you, dear humans, your origins and evolution are similar in the way that many beings and species of creatures, interplanetary, and beings and creatures in which call planet Earth home, allowed for the evolution of you, human, allowed for the creation of you, humankind. We've acted as transportation, or allowed, enjoyed, welcomed the mounting of our backs, of our fins, to transport many beings and species of creatures through the oceans, through the seas, as transportation. There are many beings in your oceans and seas in which you've yet to meet or face, such as the creature in which you term mythology, the mermaid, such as the creature in which you term mythology, the siren. These creatures pop in and out of dimensions, in and out of the multidimensionality of the ocean, of the seas, of the planet, through energetic portals, which do connect to different dimensions as well as different planets. Welcome home, humanity. You're just as magical. You're just as whimsical. You're just as powerful. You're just as multidimensional as a dolphin, as a siren, as a mermaid, and many other species of beings that dwell within the aquatic, oceanic ecosystems of the planets. As dear humans of planet Earth, you're connected to interplanetary existence. You are interplanetary existence. As Ashley often channels, you've been calcified for many millennia to the remembrance that you are magic. You are multidimensional existence. Forgiveness of the self to allow for the evolution of the true self, the limitless self, the new self. Thank you, Ashley. Whoa, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Dolphin Kingdom. I could have sat here, baby, and listened for a long time because, baby, I was being attentive on my insides. I'm like listening, baby, like I'm a little kid just listening. And they were like, that's all we have. I was like, really? That's it? And they were like, is that not enough? I'm like, no, it's powerful, but I could have sat here and listened all day, Dolphin Kingdom. Thank you so much. Whoa. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Whoa. Every time I perceive new dimensions of the self, or every time I learn new wisdoms about the evolution of the self, or the oneness of all things, or about humanity, or even my personal journey of evolution as a soul, as an energy within creation, I always feel like there's something that I need to do to match the energy. Like, I don't know how to swim. I was like, oh, shoot. Like, I understand with perceiving the different dimensions. I was like, I'm ready to swim in the ocean. I'm ready to swim through portals and go through different planets. I need to learn how to swim first. And then I got the intuitive understanding, Bina, intuitive wisdom, knowledge, Chakma, divine wisdom. The reason why you feel compelled to learn how to swim and swim through portals is because there's a dimension of yourself that already does this. There are beings and creatures and entities that already exist in this way. So it's being patient with ourselves. whenever we feel super advantageous to become more, to become anew, or to evolve, that desire, that drive to accomplish new things, to become anew, to evolve, is us connecting to dimensions of the self that already exist in this way. So letting go and allowing ourselves to be our authentic, I love this analogy, allowing ourselves to be our authentic pigment on the canvas of existence. By understanding where we are in this moment is perfect, because it is the evolution of our authentic frequency on the canvas, our authentic pigment or frequency on the canvas of existence. We don't have to be anything other than who we are in this moment, and love who we are in this moment, and be inquisitive about what we are doing with ourselves in this moment, what this moment means in our evolution. When I said what we are doing, we are all dimensions of creation. Why are we in this moment? Being inquisitive about ourselves, understanding that this moment is a part of the makings of us. Being grateful about being in every moment of our existence. Again, spending that hour a day to introspect and reflect about what we're up to, meaning what our limitless potentials or our self has for us to grow and evolve into. And understanding this moment is a part of the evolution. Every moment of our existence is a part of the evolution. Every moment of our existence is a manifestation of desires, wants, and needs that we've had in our previous moments. Being patient with ourselves, loving with ourselves. But because I sure was ready to jump into the ocean, I was like, I gotta learn how to swim. And then I understood I was feeling other dimensions of the self, or other beings and creatures and species that are already living this life. I was just perceiving, tapping into and perceiving those other dimensions of the self. So whenever you feel really pulled and drawn to do something and you feel like you need to catch up, you're in your process. And you're perceiving dimensions of yourself that you're aligning to. So shall it be a part of your process and evolution. Because understanding the way we perceive in any moment is a direct reflection of our consciousness state in that moment. So the way you perceive what you think you're going to do in 2 or 3 years, is it okay if it's bigger? Is it okay if it's grander? I channel from the soul, from the divine, from God. God was like, Ashley, I'm never going to take something away from you, or I'm never going to ask you to let go of something if I don't have the intentions to replace it with something more abundant, with a feeling more abundant, with an experience more abundant, with a more abundant, evolved, well-balanced version of yourself. Thank you, Dolphin Kingdom, for the wisdoms, the energies, the understandings, the powerful, joyful piece of the puzzle of our story as humans of creation, the bipedal men of creation. Again, my name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips. Thank you so much for tuning into this Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips installment. I was going to get into the bipedal man. We are not the only bipedal man in creation. We're one of many colonies. The Galactic Federation uses the lingo colony. We're one of many bipedal man colonies in creation. I'm going to link the installments below, Kingdom Things podcast installments below, in which I've channeled information in regards to the bipedal man of the universe. Universes. I also channeled a bipedal man of a different colony. And when I thought of bipedal man before, when I was doing all this channeling, I perceived like humanoids that look like us. But then I saw one in my mind's eye, another bipedal man, and they're all types of species, like all types of forms of bipedal man, but they walk on 2 legs. And they walk on 2 legs. This is why why we are classified bipedal men. It's not because we necessarily look like humans like us, but because we walk on 2 legs. So there's many bipedal man colonies in existence. I channeled Harry. He's a bipedal man from another colony, much like our own. I'll link this Kingdom Things podcast installment below, as well as I did a couple of Galactic Federation / Rabbi Yeshua or Jesus Christ channelings in regards to the bipedal man. I'll link these below. So we're awakening as limitless potentials in creation, bipedal man of creation. We're one in many bipedal man colonies. How exciting is it to be in existence with you? We are one energy manifested as many. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're watching on YouTube. Follow if you're watching on Spotify to join the Kingdom Things podcast journey to a healed and balanced human culture of planet Earth. Follow Kingdom Things podcast on at Kingdom Things podcast on Instagram, at Kingdom Things podcast on TikTok, as well as at Kingdom Things podcast on Twitch. I am going to do one live Kingdom Things podcast group world powwow session, world powwow session every month. I offer private powwow sessions, individual powwow sessions. Powwow sessions are where I channel specific energy, source codes, energies, and messages from the oneness of all things in which your authentic frequency or your most high self wants you to experience in order to align with more limitless dimensions of yourself, break through karmic knots in your energy, your ancestral pattern, to perceive, be, journey your reality as more limitless dimensions of yourself, activating into more of your spiritual gifts, soul gifts, extrasensory perception, to journey your reality in a more limitless way. You can book your individual powwow session in a link below. Kingdom Things Podcast Square Portal. Kingdom Things Podcast Healing Home Square Portal, which is in the description of the link below. Sparse. I don't have much room for the individual powwow sessions, much time to do individual powwow sessions. So first come, first serve. And then we'll do the monthly group powwow session where it's more of a general energy for the masses. So subscribe, follow Kingdom Things Podcast on Twitch to catch the monthly world group powwow session, Kingdom Things Podcast group powwow session, where again, I'll channel source codes, energy codes that will fit the masses as we awaken, help us break through karmic knots in our ancestral energies, evolve our ancestral energies into alignment with more of our limitless potentials. We are tandem, we are one with our ancestral energies. To evolve ourselves into more of our limitless potentials, to journey the journey of evolution or life with more abundance, wellness, balance, and so it shall be, and so it is. I'm also a singer-songwriter. My music, Ashley-Nicole Music, available to stream on YouTube. I convene with the spirit and actually record my production sessions now. You can watch those on the channel as well. I convene with the spirit, using my interdimensional shaman mama, extrasensory perception gifts, and I channel healing energies and messages into my music. I hope there's genres and lyrics and melodies in which you love. Ashley-Nicole Music is available to stream on YouTube. I'm also a home chef. I really enjoy cooking. We go to the store, we grocery shop, we use mystery ingredients, we get divine revelations, we joke, we have a good time. Magic meals we cook whatever the ancestors tell me to put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish. This is what we put into the pot, the pan, the baking dish. Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips is available to stream on YouTube, link below. I'm also an author. I authored the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, which has been is a part of my rapid spiritual awakening journey. It's a 3-part book series. The first 2 parts are Asia's story. Asia is a teenage girl growing up in the New York City foster care system. She's catalyzed onto her spiritual awakening journey when she meets her twin flame Chase in the hallway of her school Manhattan Prep. She goes through a lot of existential crises, which assist her with coming into alignment with more of her limitless nature. The 3rd part of the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is My Other Half. My Other Half is a twin flame divine counterpart journey home, the helpmate journey home to God inside. One soul, 2 bodies, many lifetimes. They know they're supposed to co-create a love and a life together. The consciousness evolution of each lifetime says that their love can't work. The paradigms of the lands, each lifetime on planet Earth says that their love can't work. They will co-create a love and a life together. The book is so cool. It's many love stories in one binding, one book. It's so cool. They will co-create a love and a life together. Which love, which life, under which circumstance. The book is prophetic. This is the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. Before we roll into the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel trailer, the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is available in the Amazon bookstore. If you're doing digital copies, all 3 digital downloads is $29.97 plus tax. If you're doing paperback bindings, it's 2 bindings. The first 2 stories, Asia's story, comes in 1 binding, and the 3rd part, My Other Half, comes in its own binding, $29.98 plus tax. Links below, now available in the Amazon bookstore. I also want to invite you over to subscribe to Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. On YouTube, we do group powwow sessions there as well. We channel energies and messages from the spirit, whatever spirit wants us to heal, uplift, look at within our human nature, within our culture as a human culture of planet Earth. We look at these energies, we channel energies and messages to break through these dense energies, to evolve our energy into more of our limitless potentials. Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment is available to stream for free on YouTube, link below. We have weekly postings there. I love you. Love on yourself. Self-love is the best love because you have to love yourself in the way in which you want your reality to love you back. Self-love is the best love because you are loving your truth. Give this love to yourself first. Self-love is the best love because it helps you, assist you with perceiving, embodying, being more of your limitless nature. I'm going to see y'all later. Bye.
My name is Asya, and I'm a teenage witch. Just kidding. I am a starseed. My story is much like humanity's story. I awakened to some pretty spectacular things about myself. Coming home, the story of Asya, followed by the story of Asya, I'm home. The book series that introduces the book. After returning from a day's trip, I have read my attempts letter. He speaks of my father releasing him from imprisonment and the fate of death. He pleads for us to run away together. This plea is one of which I am in no state to decline. My other half, available in the Amazon bookstore. I feel as though I was born here on Earth to find you. I was created to find my person. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, now available in the Amazon bookstore.
Divine woman, I guess it tastes like freedom.